Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm in Bangkok and it's the end of my trip. I'm going back to Canada tomorrow and it's a long 2-day trip, so I will be back in North America at the end of the week. And some people emailed me asking me if this was it, that am I not moving to Thailand? And yes, I am moving to Thailand, but I'm moving in November. I just came on this trip just for 6 weeks, just to travel around a little bit, figure out where I want to stay, and also do a trial run with my business, just to make sure that everything runs smoothly. And I did figure out where I'm going to be moving to. I'm going to go to Koh Phangan. I loved it there. It was a beautiful, beautiful island. And I did have a lot of glitches with my business as well. As you guys know, my computer completely died. I just found out today that it cannot even be fixed. So it's good that I'm actually going back to Canada because I need to get a new computer and sort all of that out. So in ways it's been good. I've been doing my little trial run, and worst case scenario, worst situation happened with the computer, and now I know that everything can be dealt with, and everything in the future will definitely run smoothly. So what I want to actually talk about today is a little bit about what I've been eating while I've been in Thailand and traveling, because I have received quite a few requests of people asking what exactly am I eating, am I 100% raw, all of that. So yes, I've been eating 100% raw. I haven't had any issues whatsoever. I've been quite fortunate that way. And I mean, being in Southeast Asia, there is just so much fresh produce. I mean, phenomenal fruits and vegetables and greens and nuts, seeds, everything is available here. So it's not hard at all, and in fact it's quite cheap and it's easily accessible as well. So it's amazing. And pretty much I have to say that in the past 6 weeks my diet has changed. In the beginning, for the first month, I was traveling on my own and I was eating very, very simply, and I was actually eating mostly fruit. And as you guys know, I have a little bit of a sugar issue. I have a hard time tolerating too much sugar in my diet, and normally in Canada I don't eat much fruit. I mostly eat greens because I'm just very sugar sensitive. But being in a tropical environment where the temperature is anywhere between 30 and 40 degrees Celsius, where it's hot, you're moving around, and all the fresh fruit is fresh, it's grown locally, it's usually grown around the block from where it's being sold, or it's usually grown in people's property, in their backyard, everything, that it's either sold on the street or in markets, that most of what you're buying is like freshly picked, like that day. And they do import some things, some fruits are imported, and also some vegetables as well, but most of it is local, and therefore it's ripe. Everything is tree ripened, and I just find it really agrees more with my body, rather than eating fruit in Canada that has been picked like a year ago, shipped across the world, frozen, not ripe, all of that. That it really, I do feel the difference of eating things that are fresh compared to imported stuff like that. So I've been actually eating mostly fruit. So pretty much the first month I was traveling was on my own, and then the last 2 weeks I made a friend who's been traveling with me, and she's been super excited and enthusiastic about the raw food diet, and she's been eating 100% raw and doing really well on it. That it's been a lot of fun traveling with someone that's been into it, because I've traveled before in the past with many people that have not wanted to eat raw, and it takes extra effort to sort of sort out my meals and their meals. So it was great to have someone with me that was into it, and my diet did change quite a bit with that, because I want to make sure that she was eating enough and well-rounded diet, and got more into also sort of exploring Thailand and different places to even get nice raw food dishes and meals, and even raw food restaurants. So that was a lot of fun. So pretty much when I first got here, the first month I was eating really, really simply, and a typical day would have been like first thing in the morning having 1 to 2 kilos of fruit. So either like a huge bag of like mangosteen and papaya, or I'd have pomelo for breakfast, any kind of fruit, but a large quantity. And then usually, say mid-morning to early afternoon, that's when I'd find some sort of green juice. I was more into drinking green juices or wheatgrass juice rather than having salads. Main thing was, the first month I wasn't really eating at restaurants. I was really just keeping it simple, buying the food directly from markets or from street vendors, and here and there looking and finding fresh juice. And it's amazing to see in Thailand that you can get wheatgrass and green juices even at a supermarket, and it's freshly pressed, or you can get it. A lot of times there's a lot of hotels and spas that have detox programs and fasting programs that will sell freshly pressed juices. So everywhere I've been going, different islands and even on the mainland, I've been able to find green juice, and even trying like different sort of local greens in those juices, which have been cool. So that itself was good to sort of ground me with the greens with that. And then always, every day, I'd always have coconut meat. I really found helped a lot, just to give me something more substantial, needed that extra fat. And then I'd have more fruit during the day, and always for dinner I was eating durian, and durian every day for almost a month straight. And I usually have about half a durian, which is quite a bit, and that would really just level me out, especially because, for those of you that don't know, durian has a lot of fat in it, probably as much fat as avocado has, or even more, and it's very sweet at the same time. And so it's just, for me, it was quite grounding to be eating that, and I did really well, like no problems at all, and had a lot of energy and felt satisfied. So that was pretty much the first month. And then the past 2 weeks, since I made a friend that's been traveling with me, we've been doing a lot more salads and just, you know, eating out, but finding ways of eating raw and eating clean raw, because a lot of times you can go to restaurants and order a salad, but you never know what they kind of slip in there, especially with the dressings, things like that. And there are ways around it that I've found, different tricks in Thailand. Mainly, one thing that I know that for certain is, a lot of times there's kosher restaurants and even some Israeli type style restaurants that you can get Israeli salads that are very plain. You know, it's usually cucumber, some onion, tomato, and maybe some lettuce. And that usually just comes with lime juice and olive oil. So that you're pretty certain that it's a good salad. And also you can get papaya, like green papaya salads or mango salads, and you just have to make sure that they don't put any prawns in it, no fish sauce, no sugar, no syrup, things like that, no MSG. You just got to ask for it, and they can prepare it. So been eating out, and I've been finding a lot of raw food restaurants around, which has been great. And that's just a matter of researching pretty much the different hotels, spas, things like that, and be quite amazed to find that nowadays there's more and more raw foods, and the dishes are good, really, really good. I was quite surprised. So that's pretty much what I've been doing about the whole food situation, and it's been going well. And many people have asked me if, you know, I was planning on eating cooked food while I'm here, or have I been, and no. I was open to it. I did before I came here. I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, am I going to eat cooked or no? And I pretty much just made a deal with myself that if I wanted to, or if I craved it, or if it was offered to me and I really wanted it, you know, by all means, why not, you know? But funny thing is that, I mean, the fruits here and the vegetables, everything is so heavenly and so fresh. I mean, straight off the tree, that I've been just very content with that, and barely having any cravings. I love the smell of rice, but I haven't actually had any rice or anything. So sticking with the raw, and it's been going good. So that's pretty much it. And I do want to remind you guys really quickly that next 10-day juice fast, it's starting August 10th. So that's coming up. That's in a week. So if you're interested in joining us, it's 10 days. Doing juices for 10 days. It's a great cleanse. It's very gentle, great for beginners. You get support. There's daily videos specifically made for the fast to guide you through it. There's an online forum, so you get to meet everyone else that's doing the fast from all over the world. I'm there to support and answer questions, and it's a great program. So go to my website at www.rawradianthealth.com, click on juice fasting and sign up. And I will be seeing you guys at the end of the week. So have a great day. Bye. And here's Bangkok. Here's the river. You can see all the boats.